It is November, only 1 month more left in my low buy year 2019. And if you want to know what's made its way in my stash in November, keep watching. Hi, I'm Dr. Anne. I'm a medical doctor with a passion for skincare that works. On this channel, we explore the science behind skin and do quick reviews so you learn to pick exactly those products that work for your individual skin concern. So if this is something you're interested in, please consider subscribing and ring the notification bell. I have some new bits to share that I got sent by PR and some old ones that I repurchased. So I'm going to start with the new bits because I know that you're only here for the new and shiny stuff. The first thing is the Institutum Super Serum. I have done quite a few Institutum reviews over time. I'm going to link to a playlist. And even though they are expensive, I really like their brand aesthetics and their brand ethos because they focus on efficient skincare. This Super Serum claims to hydrate, boost collagen and elasticity, smooth, plump and regenerate. And it does that with several different forms of hyaluronic acid, which is not that new and exciting, but it pairs it with a peptide and some soothing ingredients. I have only tested it a few times, but I have to say I really like the texture. It's watery, feels like nothing, absorbs instantly, leaves no tackiness, and yeah, I'll report back. The next thing that made its way into my stash is the No AVON distillery line. This is basically the other end of the price spectrum because AVON is really affordable, but they have a new skincare line. It's called Distillery because they distillate or extract the essence of the products. They do claim to be clean, which I'm not the biggest fan of this claim because it does basically mean nothing, but in their case it means that it's free from fragrance and free from alcohol. And the line features the Clean Break Cleanser, which is an oil-based cleanser cleansing balm that I'm really excited to try. Then a Purify Face Oil that's mainly based on jojoba. It's really lightweight, but it does a really good job at keeping in the moisture, and look, I like the color green. Then they have two creams. The Shade Today SPF 25 Day Cream. You should not rely on this one exclusively for your SPF because you will never apply the right amount. You'd need to apply the same amount as you would from SPF to get an SPF of 25. And this one is kind of rich for my combination skin. But if your skin is more on the dry side and you prefer to have mineral sunscreen, this might be one to check out. And then they have the Sleep Potion, which is really high in glycerin and niacinamide. So it's a really great lightweight gel formula. Again, I'll report back, but so far I like this a lot. And then the star of the show, the vitamin C shots. These are vitamin C in a powder form and they are ascorbic acid. And I've heard someone else in another video say that ascorbic acid is not the same as L-ascorbic acid. This is partially true and partly false. I did not address that in my vitamin C skincare video, but the L-ascorbic acid just means that it's the left-handed molecule of ascorbic acid. So if you produce ascorbic acid in the lab, you get some left-handed and some right-handed, like L-ascorbic acid and R-ascorbic acid. And those won't have the same effect. So usually just the L-ascorbic acid is the one that matters. But brands are not required to print the chirality on the ingredient list. So if they say ascorbic acid, that could mean it's just ascorbic acid with both L and R ascorbic acid, and that would reduce the efficacy by about 50% because usually when you make something in the lab you get 50% L and 50% R, or it could just mean that they use L ascorbic acid, so you don't really have the means to know. But this one is ascorbic acid and I have no information about the concentration anyway because this is waterless, so can't give me a concentration, depends on how much I use and how much I mix. I'm not really sure where I'm going with that, but just want to say it's ascorbic acid. It's stable because it's in a powder form, and just like a shaker, you can add it to other skincare products. And then lastly, this is not exactly PR because this is by ELEMIS. It's the Peptide for Plumping Pillow Facial, and I did not receive that as PR for my blog, but I do work with QVC Beauty, the German version. I write for them for their blog, so they send over some products, and usually I don't mention them because I received them to write an article about them, but this one excites me so much that I needed to share it here because I'm pretty sure I will do an in-depth review on this channel soon. This is a sleeping mask, overnight sleeping mask, which has the ELEMIS Peptide 4, which claims to help the skin regenerate and build collagen. And look, it has a slightly bluish tint and a very warm florally scent. So yeah, if you don't like essential oils or fragrance in your products, then ELEMIS is definitely not the brand for you to try out. But if you don't mind them, this is a really nice hydrating overnight mask. And now for the repurchase part, these are 3 products from the Inkey List. First, the oil and water double cleanser, and I know I just showed that one in my last low buy update, and of course I didn't finish my cleanser. That would have been really fast, even with using it every day. I gave it away. I gave it away to the son of a friend who just started prescription retinoids and had really irritated skin, so I figured this would be the perfect cleanser for him. He really likes it as far as I know, but I missed it so much. I purchased a second bottle. Then I repurchased the caffeine eye serum. This is the third time I repurchased it. It's my favorite desert island eye cream. I love it so much, so never want to be without it. And lastly, I repurchased the Q10. Q10 is an antioxidant. This is a really lightweight formula, and because I am again on prescription retinoids and slowly introducing it into my routine, I can't use vitamin C at the moment. So I need another antioxidant, and I remembered how much I love this one, and I will do an in-depth video review of this one soon. But yeah, happy to have it back in my routine. And that sums up what I purchased / was sent and introduced into my stash in the month of November. What did you get? Please share in the comments below. And I'm going to link to a few other videos that I think you might enjoy, and see you all very soon with another one. Bye!